Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about how to bleach knots on lace wig. It can be done on your closures, your frontal, even your braided wig, and this is making the lace wig look scalp like. Also, the later part of the video is talking about how to repair over bleached frontal to make it so instead of throwing it away you can still use it. So stay with me and enjoy. Bye. So this is the difference between your regular unbleached knot and your bleached knot. When it's like it is unbleached, it has that knot look because basically a frontal or a closure is just when you knot on a net. That's literally what it is. So when it is unbleached, it looks, the knots are very obvious, but when it is bleached, it looks scalp like, which is what gives the seamless and natural look when we wear it. So the point of this video is taking it from looking like unbleached to bleach and repairing the over bleach, because if bleaching process is not done well, it can over bleach. So for your frontal or your closures, you have the double knots. Double knots are always found 2 inch behind the hairline, and because the double knot just simply means that when they were made, they were knotted twice and they now appear bigger, and therefore it is harder for it to bleach. So that is why I always start bleaching from the back before I get to the front, because since it is knotted twice, it will not lift early unlike the front. So to ensure even look all around, I always advise that you start from the back before you get to the front. So what we'll need basically for this video is that we'll need our developer. What I have here is the 15% 15 volume developer. I have my bleach. For the bleach, I always advise that get the one with blue undertone to prevent over bleaching from it looking too yellow. Then I have my purple shampoo, which helps for the abrasiveness. You'll see how it is used in the video. Then I have the yellow label tea. The point is to just get a black tea. If you don't have black tea, then use coffee, but ensure that the main ingredient for it is just the black tea. That is the main ingredient for it. So now for mixing, we'll go into, like, you get your bleach powder, you mix it with your developer. The most important thing which changes the game is that your consistency must be very thick, because once it is light and you use it on your net, it will seep through the net, because it is basically a net, so it will seep through it. So my point is that I don't really have an exact measurement because I usually eyeball it, but my own point is that just ensure that it is enough for the frontal or for the closure wig you want to do, and it must not be thick. That is why every time I turn it, I throw it up and down, so that if it is too runny, I know that I have to add more bleach. So I always start from small before I get big, so that I will not just pour all my bleach and there's nothing for me to do. So I lay my faux paper on the table, then I put my wig, but a day before I put holding spray on the wig to keep all the hair together so that it's not getting in the way, because most times people just use just the closure or the frontal. But for this video, I wanted to show using like a wig that is already done, because it is harder. So now I get knife, like a knife. If you have brush, you can use a brush, but I prefer a knife because it really gets into the process very well. Just get something that you can use for like spreading butter, then you start working your way through. From the video, notice I started from the back. I started applying it, ensuring that it is getting everywhere and there's no part, because I didn't want any knots for this video. I wanted it to be done perfectly. So you start applying it, spreading it, ensuring that it's getting there, but it should not be runny, because if it's runny, you will literally see it seeping out of the net. So you apply and ensure that everything is going well. If there's any part that it does not have as much, you start, but always make sure you start from the back so that the double knot can lift before the single knot, because before you know, like twinkle of an eye, the front has already done. So after that, I set my timer to 25 minutes. But the thing is that because of the developer that you might get, because there's 50 volume, there's 30 volume. 30 volume is slower than a 50 volume. So even if I set my time 25 minutes, most of the time you can know from your eyes when it has lifted or not, because literally you will see it lift. Like you can see me now raising up the frontal. As I'm raising it up, you'll notice that the tip is orange, because like that means it has already bleached. But before the 25 minutes was over, I already noticed that it was already looking like this, but I wanted it to like over bleach, because I'm trying to show you how to repair and over bleach frontal in this video. But usually you have monitor your frontal work very closely. Once the color has lifted, immediately you just get it done. But so when you go, the next thing, you take it to to any sink that you have, you rinse it off. Once you rinse it off, you ensure that all the chemicals and everything is out of the way. Don't just go straight to it with shampoo or whatever. You rinse it off. Once you rinse it off, you will see that okay, you confirm that okay, it has lifted and everything. But the thing is that you notice that it now looks abrasive. It has this yellow paper dull color. So that is where our purple shampoo comes in. So our purple shampoo is supposed to tone down that color. Like that is what the purple shampoo is for. It makes the color to calm down, like so that it will not have that extremely dull look inside the frontal. It is inside the frontal I'm talking about, because you cannot just leave it there. It's going to lead to shedding and other things. So we'll use our purple shampoo. I used it and I leave it on for a while so that it will really get in there. After like 4-5 minutes, I come back, then I rinse the frontal. But because of the chemical that was used and this hair, it was feeling a little bit matted, so I still had to go in there again with my conditioner to just ensure that everything is all smooth and fine.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table do a shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance now. Take my hand, stop, Rihanna all on the jukebox. Then we start to dance, and then I'm singing, hey boy, I really wanna see if you can go a long time with a girl like me. Hey boy, come on now, follow my lead. I might be crazy, don't mind me. Hey boy, I really wanna see if you can go a long time with a girl like me. Hey boy, come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead, yeah.
So I was done conditioning and washing and everything was ready, and I was so impressed because it already looked scalp like. But for my skin tone, I felt like it was too orange, which is the point, because I want to show you how you can dull it if you find yourself in situations like this. But aside that, like, you could not see any knot whatsoever. Like if I was like shades lighter, this would have been the perfect blend for me, but this is not a problem at all. So to get your frontal to be your exact color, all you need is a black tea or a coffee. There are other ways you can do it, like adore dye, but we're in quarantine season, so I'm trying to provide a solution that you can find at home. So for your Lipton tea, you have to ensure that the only ingredient is black tea. You can use Lipton, you can use original black tea. There are several options. So I boil the water. When the water has come to a boil, I put like about 10 tea bags into it. I stir it and I leave it to boil some more to ensure that all the ingredients has come out very well. Then I take the tea bags out of it. Once I take the tea bag out of it, I put the black tea in a place to cool. Once I knew it has cooled, I carried it and I put it inside. So once I put it inside, I just stir using the spoon to just ensure that it was there, and I still left it for a while too. But the thing is that, as you can see me in this video right now, I'm monitoring it, like monitor it to see how dark it is, like so that it will not now come and get darker than your skin tone, but so that that brightness will reduce. And I have to tell you that this worked wonders for me, because if you remember how bright it was just some clips ago, but like after this Lipton tea, it was like the perfect shade for me. So I left it in there for a while. Then after I came out, I rinsed it, then I let it air dry. So this was after I was done plucking and it was air dry. Like this was me straightening it and preparing to slay the hell out of this hair. So I wanted to get like a blunt cut, not bob, just a little bump at the end. That was the look I was going for. So I straightened it and just went to it. this is the finished result, guys. Like, come on, look at how beautiful it is. I've had this hair for a long time, and I just decided to just try it on this hair, and I love it. So anyway, see you guys same time next week. Bye. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.